Right, so last time we got our ass kind of handed to us at the dig site, and I think part of the problem is that our party is too small. So let's try and recruit some random people and see if we can clear the dig site with some help.
What do you mean?
Our ships are gone, and the pirates root all merchants. Either he is more worried than he seems, or he is an idiot.
Barkeep,
Still
please
kicking,
stop
eh?
moving.
What'll it be? Not much point to that without a ship. Come by when you've got work to offer and we'll figure something out.
Ah. Maybe I can't hire people yet?
Didn't think you had 2 copper pieces to rub together. No offense.
Okay, here we go. So now it's a matter of figuring out who we want to hire. Druid, a cipher, a ranger, a monk, a wizard, and a barbarian. Probably a barbarian. Being a frontliner just seems good. Sends the barbarian into a frenzied state, granting strong and fit inspirations as well as an action speed bonus. While frenzied, the barbarian receives a deflection penalty. So you're more likely to get hit, but you do more damage. Causing enemies in the area of effect to be shaken. Passive is carnage. The barbarian's attacks become so forceful as to impact others around the target enemy. For every successful melee attack, the barbarian makes reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within a short distance of the target. So they just kind of have a natural cleave. 30 for 33% of their base. Alright, what's this druid got? Draws upon the druid's natural connection to the stag, temporarily allowing them to assume that form. The stag spirit shift, has higher defenses and can attack groups of enemies with its melee carnage attack. Animists are the most common druids in Eora, seeing life in all facets of the world. Animists draw power from the complex web of connections between plants, animals, the weather, and even humble rocks and soil. Alright, so this is your hippie druid. Sunbeam, blinds for 1 round. Pulls down an area. It's got a range of 1 point, or an area of effect of 1.5, a range of 15. Monks achieve greater understanding of their body's capabilities through enduring in hardships of existence. A monk's fists and feet have a base damage, accuracy, and penetration that is much higher than other characters and increases permanently as they gain power levels. So, right. Monks are unarmed fighters. Allows the monk to gain wounds when receiving damage. Force of Anguish. A powerful attack that knocks the target back a significant distance and prones them. Looks like I'm dropping frames. Hopefully that stops here in a minute. So rangers get companions. So the wolf... Does this act as an actual party member? Coordinate attacks and efficiently take down prey. In most situations, the companion runs interference while the ranger attacks at range. So I think this is another way to technically pick up a tank. If we picked up another ranger, because that would give us something that can at least soak damage. Wounding shot. The ranger aims for a spot that will leave a trail to track, inflicting raw damage over time to the target. Now, raw damage is pure, I believe, so it goes through everything. Raw damage is the only damage type that ignores all armor ratings and is generally associated with poisons and similar effects. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. I think we're going to pick up the ranger. Does it tell us what this costs? Oh, this is import adventurer. Do we want to, do we care? Oh, this scrolls. There's also a fighter. I'm just gonna pick up Liana. There's the cost. Okay. Out equipment for 250. I think we'll take her with equipment though. Let's pick her up. Did that actually work? Did work. She just remained in
Still
the
kicking, eh?
list for
What
some
with me?
reason.
It's slim pickings until the supply ships come in, I'm afraid.
Okay, and then one more, which I think is going to be the monk. So let's pick the monk up. Do I want the quarterstaff? For a monk, I thought we were going to do unarmed combat. 5% is maybe not worth it. Let's just pick up the monk regardless.
Right.
So I don't think these count as actual true party members. Can we even talk to them?
Yeah?
We can't. Okay, so yeah, these do not count as real party members. We won't keep them around. We just need additional bodies to help us get through the dig site. Leave town here, try and get through this next objective without having to grind any experience, hopefully. We could also explore the rest of the island. Looks like we could have some points of interest around. Decent bits of the map are still undiscovered. Still love the effect of his footprints on the ground. So let's see if can I see my damage is 20 to 27. See, that almost seems better to me, but I don't know if that's actually accurate. How does the main versus the off work? Does this mean I make 2 attacks? I guess we'll find out. Let's just go unarmed for now. It looks like the people that you hire also don't get empowered. So yeah, these are definitely just temporary characters. We'll make a quick save here. Let's see if we can put ourselves in a better formation. I don't like...
I guess I make as good a target as any.
Yep. Okay, so this is how it's arranged. So Aider needs to be up front. The monk to follow. The mage in the back. Mage and priest all the way in the back. Alright, yep. That seems correct. Yes, it's strange that the wolf follows that far back and isn't next to the hunter, but I suppose that's fine.
Enemies ahead. Huh?
Alright, combat has started. So let's just use our tanks to create a blocking path.
Hey there.
Can you hit them from here?
My pleasure.
Oh, you can. Nice, okay. 18 damage. Not great. Not the worst. Does the wolf come with any special abilities? Ranger abilities? Nope, nothing. Okay, can't select anything there. Priest, you're gonna hold your ground. Same for the mage, because we know what's coming. Let's just delay turn with the mage, as we will delay turn with Aider. Speed this up again. Pathfinding bug? Pathfinding bug indeed. Oh, they're really bugged. I guess the triple people on the walking plank is just messing with it. Oh, well, he found his way up.
Huh?
Okay, so you were going to do an empowered necrotic lance. Oh, can you reach the Drake? Ah, looks like you can. Okay, awesome. So you're going to be doing that. Aider, we're going to make sure you are in defender stance. That's correct.
Here we go.
And we'll just start punching people with you. Same goes for the monk. Okay, so it does double attack. So I think unarmed is better in this situation. I think we just call down the Pillar of Faith. Just knock everything down.
Hey there.
We should probably just focus one down at a time.
Yeah.
Hit you all with another spell. It daze most of you. There goes the pillar, and we managed to knock 2 of them down. We did actually hit all 4. Despite what I thought was going to happen, which is nice.
May I be a candle in the night.
So I definitely thought that adding more party members was going to be beneficial, but I realize now we killed that Drake in 1 hit. And we didn't this time, which means everything probably scales proportionally to the number of party members you have. Well, that's not great. Not enough wounds? Received enough damage. Okay, so you actually need to just take damage to do what you need to do. Still, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that having more units is better for us. So let's try and...
That would be a no.
she can't get in range for that. Let's just do Holy Radiance then and pick everyone up. In turn.
Hey there. Absolutely.
Kill that Panther at least.
Yeah.
Let's fire some missiles at this thing.
Supposed to happen.
Ooh, okay, that thing does have a lot of health. Probably gonna have to hit that with the Blessed Harvest to actually kill it. And I really don't want it to act again, but it's going to get another turn here. Unless I can throw it down, but there's no way that's gonna happen. I can try and spread out a little bit here. I don't think it matters though, I'm pretty sure the Drake hits all of us. Oh, it didn't. Maybe the Drake can only breathe fire once. Let's see, let's use our ability here. That allows us to knock things over. Let's take another shot at... Oh, this is the wolf. Let's just continue to attack the panther that's down. I'm gonna just use wounding shot against this Drake.
Huh?
Need some way to kill it and kill it quickly.
Sure.
It's a pretty solid attack we have on our mage now.
Happy to oblige.
Is there any way you can reach this thing? Yes. Blessed Harvest misses young Drake. Oh, excellent. Well. Alright. That's most unfortunate.
That must hurt.
Well, we give that one. So really the only scary part of the Drake is its very first breathe fire attack. Nothing else actually seems that bad. Oh, wow, that's a massive displacement. Knocks the target back a significant distance. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, interesting.
My pleasure.
I think we're just gonna try and kill the Drake this time. Oh, because we missed, do we get to cast this again? Do I just kill the Drake with it? I think we just kill the Drake with it. Yeah, let's just make sure that thing doesn't get another breathe fire attack off.
What do you need? Hey,
We can knock the
that wasn't
Panther
that
down.
bad.
We can probably just focus on killing it.
Huh?
You're slightly wounded. Let's... Do we have any way to directly heal you anymore? I don't think we do. Let's just delay your turn and see what Jody's got.
Absolutely.
What can I do you for?
We no longer have any healing on our priest. So we're gonna just focus on keeping the monk back. Occasionally do one of the
What do you
powerful
need?
fist attacks. Just to push them back. Unless the monk dies. That seems to be a possibility.
Got it.
Okay, one less thing to worry about. Let's pull you back. Way back.
Huh?
We're good, and you went first as well. Can you stealth? You cannot enter stealth when you're in combat. Alright, so we'll just end our turn up here. Everything else should be able to form a wall. I'll just kind of move everyone into position
Let's reap this whirlwind.
Right here.
where they can't let you leave anymore. Yeah, looks like we're gonna be fine. Oh, they're just all out of position to get a ranged or a
Sure.
multi-strike here. Alright, we'll just finish off that Panther. We're gonna keep him back. Continue to attack the worms. This is a pretty easy fight now. We just have to
Happy
finish
to
it.
oblige.
Splitting damage here, but it doesn't really matter. There's no way they actually managed to kill anything here.
Yeah?
Do a knockdown, just to make sure. I don't want him running for the monk and getting a lucky attack off. That he's going to. Alright, that causes enrage on the other one, but who cares? We're
What
going
can I
to be
do
able to
you
kill
for?
him just as is.
Hey there.
Worm does nothing of note. Alright. So it was worth picking up additional party members for that. Definitely made that encounter doable. I don't know that that was possible with our original 3.
Will do.
Let's see. Ingredients. Anything that's not an ingredient? I suppose not. Nope. Alright, but that's fine. We can turn that into stuff later on. Oh, this is a door. Let's do a quick save. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. There are little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls at something by the door, and you hear a rattling crank.
Perfecto. We are saved.
A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled with pride.
Governor Claudio must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you as if searching for someone else. She looks to be only midway into her 30s, though the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. Actually, Clario sent me to find Odorisi, or his notes. An older woman hawks an impressive gob of phlegm onto the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over it.
I told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valian.
Caloste,
She silences the others with a sharp look. She turns back to you with a resigned breath.
you are here. And that is what matters.
Where's Odorisi? The Animancers look at each other.
He is still in the ruins, we think.
She grimaces, her gaze starting to her toes. I should go look.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern wall of the arena.
If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
She turns and motions someone to the front of the group.
Hey, he looks just like...
Ader cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth Corficer all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way across them.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
Oh?
We then decided it would be better to preserve our remaining supplies, in case we ever got out.
And when the supplies ran out?
She scratches the bridge of her nose, looking concerned. The others look away and avoid further
I
speculation.
do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife. It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Aloth. He nods.
I would be happy to assist.
Holds your gaze with wide, expectant eyes. I'll gladly accept his help. So we won't rat him out. I vaguely remember this character from the first game. I didn't play much of it, but we clearly have a history. He gives you a quick smile.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
She gives Aloth's hands a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Benissa and the other Animancers. Alright, very well. We'll talk later.
Indeed.
So, what do we want? Do we want another mage? Do we want a battle mage? I don't know if we want another pure mage. What's a battle mage do? Oh, it looks like the same tree. Oh no, you just get access to both trees. And I guess you level differently? Maybe a Spellblade. We don't have a full rogue yet, but I assume we're going to get one. Let's just keep Aloth as a pure wizard for now. Let's get rid of... Oh, this is hard. Let's get rid of the monk.
Bye.
And put Aloth back in. Alright, perfect. I'm glad it let me switch them out like that. Our monk has just magically disappeared, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so now we're going deeper in. I love the giant impression of the foot here. Continues to add to your mental image of how big that Aerithus statue is. We can grab eggs and food. More food seems fine. Get some water. All of it's good. So let's see. We can hit a luminous Adropool going that way. The arena sub-levels that way. I want to go down this set of stairs. I want to see what's under here. Oh, and I should also just make sure that Aloth's actually got everything equipped. Well, we just walked into something. Let's hope we don't die here, shall we? Destructive channeling. Channeling excess energy through the scepter hurts the wielder with each attack, but increases the damage dealt. That might be pretty good. We have a Keybreaker scepter. Frighten Kith targets on critical hit. Okay, so we're effective against Kith. We are kind of all just jumbled up on this stair. And I made the mistake of trying to move him. So let's just delay turn. Okay, nothing too scary, just some imps.
Yeah.
Can in turn, you can delay as well. As can you.
Yeah?
Ader can move down and hold the stairs. Oh. Well. That was rather fast. Can we make a shot from here? I still don't quite understand how to read these tooltips. Is that 0 armor, 100% chance to hit? Or is that 84% chance to hit 0 armor and 100% of it is slashing damage? Why would it be slashing damage? That's his piercing damage.
Of course.
Oh, we did land that shot.
Happy to oblige.
Let's summon our pillar.
Lavru, be on seek.
And just see if we can knock all of them down. Nope. Can I really not move past her on these stairs? I really can't. Thanks, video game. Or maybe I can?
Sure.
Looks like we're just ending our turn there. Which also means you're... this is such a frustrating place to spawn.
Not happening.
Yeah, I can't move 2 people side by side. How frustrating. Right. That did some really healthy damage. We can actually probably just kill that one. Just run down, cast Blessed Harvest, and just murder this thing.
Be on seek.
There we go. One less target
Hey
to
there.
worry about. You
Absolutely.
know, it's only 3 things in here, so we can just rush everyone down.
Oh?
Face full of acid, not the end of the world. How does Rolling Flame work? Okay, so it shoots from the wizard. Let's just do that.
Yeah?
Yeah? Of course.
It's not as strong as I want
Happy
it
to
to be.
oblige.
But I guess 16 damage to potentially multiple targets is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah?
Can't make a dent.
Alright, and then we'll just all spam attack on this thing.
They'll fall by my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Show him how.
So that's how it's gonna go.
Alright, that was simple enough.
Right.
Wolf got knocked out. Does that even... What happens when the wolf gets knocked out? Do they even pick up wounds? Is there a way to tell? It looks like there's not.
Yeah?
Guess it doesn't matter if the animals get knocked out. That's kind of nice. It means you don't have to really pay too much attention, or you can sacrifice them, as heartless as that is. Picking up Aedra Dust. Is that it for this whole map? Looks like that was it for this whole map. We just came down here for some ingredients and some experience, I guess. So that should be fine. Now down into the actual dig site proper.
Give me a real challenge.
Let all champions pay homage to Xanthros, for without him there would be no glory. Copper bowl has tarnished to a dull blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface in a thin film. Examine the bowl more closely. At the bottom is a shallow circular depression. You recognize the offering bowl, an artifact found in many Egwithian ruins. It would have been intended for use only by oh man, this freaking word. Engwithans? Engwithans, I guess. Engwithans who held high rank, or had made some great achievement. In an arena such as this, a champion might fulfill that role. God, tongue twisted. So we need some sort of key. Some sort of puzzle takes place here.
Poor fools. They were unprepared for this.
I got this.
Are we gonna fight basilisks? Is that what's coming here? What is ingredients? Pry bars? Maybe that will help us open certain containers. That'd be kind of nice. More ingredients. Are these things going to get off the wall and attack me? I wonder. Should I be stealthing around here? Maybe, just in case. We're in a ruin. Let's enter stealth. You never know what you're going to bump into. Raka the Fortunate.
I've got it.
Legs have been forcibly removed. Praise to bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade. In memory of Sama, beloved sister, I give this statue. Oh, I wonder if these are Kickstarter rewards. Because I think this was a Kickstarter game. Maybe one of the prizes or one of the tiers was lore inscriptions on things. Alright, this looks like a puzzle or a trap. One of the two. Well, just as well we don't stand on that and trigger anything. Only the bold, the reckless, and the fortunate shall pass safely within. Ah. So, these symbols, the bold, the reckless, and the fortunate. So these symbols must refer to bold, recklessness, and fortunate, and we must have to figure that out somewhere else in the ruin?
Sure.
I'm assuming interacting with this is a way. Okay. These ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot lines the interior of their metallic petals, and you spy fresh coal beneath the filigreed grating. Someone lit these recently. Had you the means, you could do the same. But do we light them before we've triggered the pedestals? I guess we can, and we'll just see what happens. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites in a sudden rush of flame. Does it stay lit? Looks like it does. We can do the same to here. You've scarcely touched the flame to the brazier surface when it catches with a hollow roar. The flame jets downwards, moving into a narrow channel connecting both braziers.
Well, after you.
What do you need?
Does that mean this is no longer accessible?
What do you need?
Happy to oblige. All right.
Oh, wait, okay. Now we can interact with these things. What happens if I press the, like, 3 randomly? Okay. So we have to find the symbols. Recklessness, fortune, and bold. We'll figure that out.
Foes ahead.
Sure. Yeah.
Oops. Crystal Eater, Spidling. Brine Imp. Doesn't look like anything too scary, though.
Trouble up ahead.
Nothing we can't handle. This'll be fine. Large groups of stuff, but should be fine. Ader's the only thing that's actually visible right now. Defense is 39, 32, 50, 48. This thing has...
My pleasure. I'll just have to try something else.
That's not great. Okay. Who is this? Oh, this is the wolf. The wolf can go in and attack too. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you delay your turn.
Yeah.
As are you.
Hey.
Ader's gonna go in. I want everything to surround... Oh, but they're not going to surround Ader because they're ranged. Gunpowder barrels. Ah. I have just figured out what I am going to do. Oh, shit. Okay, yep. So, petrification. That's a thing. Only lasts 1 round, though.
How may I help?
I'm gonna have you roll the old, firebolt down the lane of gunpowder. We're gonna see how that goes. I want to see how much Blessed Harvest does, even to high health targets. That does a ton of damage.
Yeah.
At this point, I just want to trade everything I own for more Blessed Harvest spells.
That's it? Yes?
Oh, did I just crush the gunpowder barrels instead of making them go off?
I shall deal with
Oh, this game's got a whole bunch of quirky mechanics to it like that it doesn't explain really well right at the beginning. So Aiders actually should be fine. We can punch this guy. When the hell does that barrel explode? So, are we resisting a bunch because we're petrified? Wonder if that's how that works. Does this actually explode, or do I have to hit that to get it to blow? The others didn't blow up, though, so I'm thinking no? No clue. There we go. Okay, so they do blow after some time. Alright, this should be pretty easy at this stage. There's not really a whole lot of enemies left. Especially since Blessed Harvest is a spell, we just continue to instantly kill stuff. Let's see, we can also just get closer and breathe fire on both of these.
Yeah?
Take a shot against the high health one.
Of course.
Let's see if Aloth will just kill both of them for us.
Hey, we had some good times. This is futile.
Alright. That was not a problem.
Watching.
Let's see what we looted. Ooh, hidden objects. Hidden objects can be discovered while exploring. A character's ability to discover hidden items is tied to their perception. Good to know. Oil, milk, ingredients, rice. Sure, let's just grab all of it. Drop another quick save here. Larva. That's what I got for discovering that hidden... Wasn't sure about the constructs at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those eccentrics like Alvino, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, witless dolls. The constructs require daily maintenance and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they've been an effective deterrent to the local wildlife, and I have to admit I've started to feel safer with one of them standing nearby while I work. Odorisi despises the things and avoids them if possible. That alone is a considerable benefit. Alright, Odorisi's not well liked. Guess we'll just grab these. Check what's in this weapon rack. I think I just grabbed the polearm. Click too quickly. Total mechanics is 3. Do I want to pick the lock? Yes, sure. Got a fine dagger. A gem. Another pry bar and some gold pieces. I think we can work with this. Before we go too far, I want to back up here and I want to see if I can find symbols.
Watch and learn.
Raka the Fortunate. Oh, okay. His shield.
Sure.
Okay, the shield's at their feet. bold-hearted. And then the third one's shield has been removed. And placed somewhere else. So let's see if we can find...
Real quiet now.
Whoa, whoa, look.
Okay, before we go in that direction, I want to solve this puzzle if we can. I guess I could also just... process of elimination, the last one. That might be the intended change here. So we've got the fleur-de-lis looking thing and the... this one. Okay.
What can I do you for?
So let's grab this, and then one of these. Yeah, okay. Process of elimination was pretty easy to do there. If it gives you 2 out of 3. A gladiator sword. Interesting. Jade. Corroded blade means you do less penetration, but it grants scrim, an ancient technique for balancing defense and offense. Enhances melee damage and deflection when wielded with a shield. And we can enchant this too. Let's see. Unique, which is indicated by a gold border, weapons, armor, and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a specific number of ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform an enchantment on an item, it will display a plus in the upper left corner of the item's icon. So, because we have enough... Ooh, we could make it a legendary. Oh, okay, so you can enchant... Okay, so there are different categories of enchantments. One is just the outright quality of the item. Which is pretty massive. Let's do the sharpened blade, because we have the things, it's not very expensive, and it removes the penetration, removes a negative and adds a positive. So let's just do that. There we go. Alright, done. Let's pick this up. Let's hope that Ader has experience or weapon proficiencies with swords. He doesn't. Saber and spear only.
Happy to oblige.
Do you? You don't either. Alright, I still think that's
All right.
maybe worth just doing on Ader. 18 to 26. 19 to 27. We also get a bunch of other stuff. But we don't have weapon proficiencies. So I think we just wait. We can give Ader weapon proficiency with swords at our next available opportunity to do so.
Let's take a look.
But for right now, let's just keep the sword
I
around.
see a soul in the darkness, one ready for reaping.
Orling, worm, will-o'-the-wisp, and another will-o'-the-wisp.
Stay behind me.
Well, that gets a free attack in, so that's what I could do is just have the ranger attack each time. This is the wolf. Let's have the wolf go immune, weakness, perception afflictions. Okay, so let's just kill the sporling if we can.
Get threshed.
Hey. How may I help?
Let's kill the sporling. Okay, sweet.
Hey there.
So sporling didn't even manage to get an attack off. That's good for us. One less enemy. Holy cow. Damn. 25 damage in one attack. Brutal. Question is, what do the will-o'-the-wisps do?
Hey.
Looks like we can mostly not care about them. They're just weak.
Yeah.
Weak attacks?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't really want to use Blessed Harvest just yet. Let's Let's just heal the hunter so she doesn't die. That just seems like a reasonable choice.
No mercy.
Right here.
I'm guessing Necrotic Lance is going to finish this thing off. Just in case, we'll put one more shot in it. Now Necrotic Lance should kill it. Yeah, okay. Definitely killed it. I'm going to turn this fight up. Because this is not going to take us very long. Because I actually think that we can just do regular old attacks against everything here.
Right here.
We should be able to just kill it all.
What do you need?
Have Ader attack the other
I
one.
don't think I can pull that off.
What can I do you for?
Oh?
Well, you could land a shot for one. That'd be nice. Let's see. Magic's regularly effective. Okay, they don't seem to have any sort of special defense aside from the couple immunities and weaknesses. So I guess it does list everything out for you and you don't have to figure any of it out. Which is a fine way to do it.
Oh, never you mind that, miss.
How may I help?
I'll land the next one.
Okay. One more room and the ruin's cleared.
Of course.
The walls here have collapsed inward, barring any further progress. I guess the question's gonna be, how many levels are there to this thing?
Could be a fight. Oh? They'll fall by my hand.
Right here. Show him how it's done.
Is it just a single? I think it's
Happy
just
to
a single
oblige.
wisp. Alright then.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah, sure. Huh?
I see trouble. Yes?
Oh, no, we bumped into those. They all touched. Fuck no, God. Ah. I had this on too quick and I stumbled too far forward. Oh, you also have Necrotic Lance. Okay, let's just Necrotic Lance one of these things and see what happens.
My pleasure.
Trying to get a feel for how much life they actually have.
Happy to oblige.
So, they have a regular amount of health, it looks like. Nothing too spooky. It'll be good if we can get them to all stack over here. Because then I can just drop the pillar and other assorted AoE abilities on top of them. Necrotic Lance, Rolling Flames. Let's just move in closer and get ready for a Rolling Flames, I guess. I'm guessing Necrotic Lance is going to kill this one.
What do you need? Pharaiathus!
Oh, that's actually a greater... Okay, these are the miniature versions of that thing. That was not nearly as much damage as I wanted it to be. But that's fine, because Blessed Harvest missed and didn't kill it.
How may I help?
Well... Most unfortunate. This hits friendlies. I wonder what the two colors are. Is red hits enemies and friendlies? Yeah. So orange will not hit friendlies, but will hit enemies. Okay, so this is actually like the perfect angle right here. I mean, we need to just make sure to not break my line.
Absolutely.
Let's try and just whittle everyone down slightly. And we can roll this fireball. Right through you three. That should be good.
How may I help?
Guess we can just do that again. Seems worthwhile. Let's just try and get everyone low, because we'll just kill them all in one go. I don't think we're in danger here of dying. Nothing here seems to hit all that hard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed that spells like that can just outright miss. That's actually really frustrating to me. I feel like that's actually just not great.
What can I do you for? Let's reap this whirlwind.
Hey.
Come on, land a hit. Right, that was pretty good. Guess I could be flanking for these, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah?
Now we can probably just left click everything to death, because there's not really a whole lot of it left.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah.
Oh? I shall deal with this one.
Show him how it's done.
Hey.
Simple enough. Spirit residue.
Yeah?
Alright. Nothing of particular interest in this room as far as I can tell. Let's just go up and to the left.
We've got company.
Singular brine imp. Alright,
You'll fall
everyone.
by my hand.
Left click, go for it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
I guess this is the sort of thing that they were talking about
What can I do you
with
for?
5.0's turn-based combat being potentially annoying as
What can I do
encounters
you
like
for?
this where you just want to just skip the damn turn. Where you have to go through all of this just to kill a single enemy. But it happens.
Yeah? Don't see why not.
Alright. Dara the Reckless defeated 7 beasts barehanded. Oh, that's the shield, maybe, that was removed from the statue in the other room.
Will do.
Moss and grime have been scraped clear of large portions of this mural, revealing the vibrant hues of Engwithan figures beneath. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. Animancer's hat. Ah, we got a cool hat. Alright, journal entry. It has been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find an Aedra vein in such a pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that even from the far side of the corridor, the pillar's light pulses like a star. At times I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable, and Sayla's motley workforce of savages and paupers grows more fearful by the day. With the assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence in the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I've petitioned Director Castol in Nekataka for such a resource, but I am continually rebuffed. It is unthinkable that the Valian Trading Company cannot isolate, within the vast borders of its considerable influence, a single suitable candidate. Well, I think they just found them. I must assume that the wretched Elet woman is hoarding them for her fanciful experiments. Transportation. As if we have time to expand on such frivolities. Alright, so they're looking for a watcher. We have stumbled into the right place at the right time.
Give me a down. I got
Let's
this.
just loot this place, see if there's anything worth having. Looks like we'll just grab all of it. It's mostly, torches are actually useful. We've seen them pop up in a couple of, scripted events. Scroll of Minor Healing. That actually might be useful. Alright, let's get going. That room was simple enough. We're still looking for Odorisi or his research notes. I have a feeling Odorisi's dead, but hey, who knows?
Dim in the lantern.
That's Odorisi.
Alright, yep, as predicted. He's dead. Frozen mid-stride, this grim figure is turned towards the colossal pillar of Adra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hand rests upon the crystal's dulled surface. Clutched tightly in the reins of a fist is a bundle of papers bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
This one's ashen. Means he ain't got no soul for me to tend to, right?
As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them sloth away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. You've gained Odorisi's notes. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Aedra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Audra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you. The Anguithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra Pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul, slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Alright, so we had the ominous voice tell us that we should prioritize finding our own soul, so let's go with that. Let's push past the lost souls to find your own soul.
You attempt attempt to evade the lost souls and find yourself within Aethys. But the incredible power flowing through the gods' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your presence and continue to desperately cry out to you. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
So I'm guessing all of these choices are probably meaningless and lead to the same thing. He's not going to respond and just sever the cord.
The sun will yet rise, Watcher. You need only wait for its light to come.
Or he'll give you some vague response like that.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
You all right? Come on, we just got you back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Ader's eyes. I'm fine.
I heard you say that before. Had something to do with a 2,000-year-old lunatic talking to you in your dreams. I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
His gaze flickers to you flickers to the brightly glowing Audra. Audra. Say it like the English would. Alright, so metaphysics lets us say, Aethys tethered himself to the luminous Audra and I connected to him through the essence.
Already? Moving things along rather quickly this time, aren't we?
His eyebrows rise with sly mischief.
What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
She is all gung-ho about this divine calling religious thing. Alright. Use the C key to bring up the character sheet and then select a companion and see their relationship. Okay, so we can figure out who likes each other. That seems good. He was headed towards another pillar of luminous Audra. Guess that's why I'm captain. He's moving toward the luminous Audra. Well, we could be a dick, but we won't.
How hard can it be to find in a chain of thousands of islands?
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Okay, Aloth likes dutiful. I couldn't tell if this was sarcasm or not, because the elf seems very sarcastic. Alright, looks like we're done here. Let's head back to... Oh, can we interact with this body? And, well, there goes Odorisi. See ya. Alright, let's head back to town and give those journal papers. We can check this one last corner of the ruin. What's going on, chat? How is your fine Sunday going? Vessel bones. Oh, we're rich. Barrett's bell. Alright.
Enemies ahead.
Oh, yep. Well, we could not get out in time. Damn it, I forgot to turn stealth on. Let's see, let's have Aloth delay. I wish it would tell me what the hell the keyboard shortcuts for this are. I need to bind these to, like, D and space for end. I hate that space pauses in a turn-based mode. It's not what I want. We can have the wolf guard the door. Priest can also guard the door. We'll keep the mages in the back. We'll just wait.
Hey.
And Ader can also defend. Alright, that should stop anyone from just running right past the tanks. Well, they don't move very far, so we may just get a whole bunch of free attacks in here. Which would be cool. Would be fun. Let's just have necrotic blasts go to each of the constructs.
Happy to oblige.
Let's just have you end your turn. We actually don't need to do anything with you.
Absolutely.
Hunter can start taking out the worm.
What do you need?
They also look a whole lot more threatening than they are.
Yes?
So... Aloth missed. Excellent. I don't get any more uses of this. Fantastic. Well done, Aloth. You were really something special, my friend. Jolting Touch. Fan of Flames. Let's just do Jolting Touch. That's also a cast. That's interesting. I would assume that that would be instant, but apparently it's not that good. We have more AoE spells. We could just drop here. Try and just get everyone down at once.
Let's reap this whirlwind.
Wow, they actually have a ton of health. Let's see if we can body slam him. We can. Alright, so that's nice. He's almost dead.
Hey there.
Ooh, that was actually really solid damage. So they must be weak to... Maybe they have negative attributes against the lightning.
Of course.
How may I help?
Alright, it's one down. Alright, the mage can take it. I'm not too worried. Run the wolf in here.
Yeah.
Blessed Harvest is just going to kill this thing because it's the most ridiculous spell in the game.
Get threshed.
Oh? Yeah?
Alright. Cleared this room. This is, I think, the last one on the map that we could come into.
Yeah? Sure.
A regular sword. Teondra Tara. Known as Ondra's Tooth. These are large Baroque pearls. Most commonly found and traded by the Omana. Okay, so we've got some pearls.
That looks...
Some binding copper. Sweet. Alright, let's upgrade the ranger, though I have a feeling the ranger's going away in the very near future because she's just a temporary companion. I guess this is useful still, maybe. Just get diplomacy. Marked prey designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion an accuracy bonus against that target. So that seems pretty good to me, especially if it's a free action. Just mark an enemy for death and just continually attack it. Deal more damage to penetrate armor, improved armor. Okay, let's just, I think this is just the best one. We're not going to think too much on it because, like I said, we're going to replace her probably pretty soon. Whenever the next companion comes along, she's going to get replaced. And then I think we're out of here. Menagerie, the Trial of Flame, we've passed. We beat the entry hole. We've gone to the pillar. Alright, I think we're actually just ready to be out of here. There's no shortcut back that way. We'll go the long way around. Oh, we never figured out what goes in the bowl. We never found, or at least I don't think we ever found anything that fits this. We did not. Do I care enough? I feel like there's a high chance it's a crappy low-level reward anyway.
You must gather your party before.
So let's just leave. Oh, it's a party. As the souls move past you, some turn their heads in your direction, but most seem fixated below you, on the Adra pillar beneath your feet. A few nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence.
What do you see that I can't, Watcher?
Souls, dozens of them, maybe hundreds. They're all going to the Adra pillar.
All of them? Really?
She strokes the cage of her lantern, appearing lost in thought. A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Of course, I'll protect you.
You have our thanks. We appreciate that you showed us the way to the Adra. But what if it goes dark, before we reach the beyond?
The other souls around her nod in agreement.
Can I harvest the souls now?
Aloth flashes a quick, pleased glance. I assume her doing the harvesting is not evil. Harvesting souls sounds really bad. But if they want to come with us and she seems to be a good companion, sure.
Thank you for aiding my mission, Watcher. I just knew you'd help me if I followed you.
Jody glides her hands in a series of motions that resemble a martial art or an intricate dance. As she slides a circle around the area, she begins swinging her lantern faster and farther from her body until an ephemeral light flares from inside. The lure is answered, and several souls change course, drifting past the lantern's cage to disappear.
Thank you, Watcher.
Alright, they seem grateful, so I think that's essentially the same thing. Either they follow me or she carries them in the lantern.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like Pokemon. She gets to release them later.
Consider it done.
We will remain here to see to our dead.
Okay. They have no interest in coming with me. Anything on this table? There is actually stuff on this table. Weather journal page. Whatever Odorisi did to that last batch, it's working. We're seeing much higher concentrations of essence in the harvested Adra. I only wish he'd let the rest of us work in his methods. One of our other Huana workers got the jolt of his life transporting one of the crates, and that's on top of the one that got blinded last week. All Odorisi has to say for himself is that they were careless. I'm the one paying these islanders' families out of my own pocket. At this rate, I'm going to be the one idiot who comes out of this whole enterprise with less money than I had when I started. Alright, so someone's not a huge fan of Odorisi. They might be pleased to know that Odorisi is no more. Oh, Jody wants to chat. I guess we can do this.
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
I just can't. This voice actor. I just think of Peggy Hill every single time. She's got that like awful fake country accent. How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
So what the hell was the Saints' War? The Saints' War began as a peasant revolt in Ridceris, led by a farmer named Waidwin, who claimed to be the living vessel of the god Aethys. After overwhelming the Red Saren government, Waidwin invaded the neighboring Deerwood, where he was defeated, destroyed by a weapon dubbed the God Hammer Bomb. Well, that's ominous. Aethys has not been heard from since. So, that was actually him, though? It says he claimed to be the living vessel, but she implies that that was him. I guess it's a little unclear, or maybe you have to play the first game to figure that out. I guess we'll ask what the difference was.
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human. And when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
Okay, so Ader is also pro-Aethasian. I thought Aethys was kind of a dick, but maybe not.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
Okay, so he's Two-Face, and right now we're fighting the bad version. Tell me about Aethys leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsidian, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
So what's your take on Aethys following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died. And death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Alright, let's speak of something else.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Should you be swearing so much as a priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
God darn it, Bobby. Alright, that's all for now.
You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Oh, I want a priest, but it's hurting me, chat. That voice is just... It's painful. It's painful. Right, so now we go back to... What's his name? Clario? Port Maje Harbor to Governor Clario's estate. Yep. That's what we want. need to take some time and actually either Google or look through the tutorial message on the combat UI when it shows you numbers above targets' heads. I can't tell what's accuracy and what's defense.
What can I do for you?
I have information for you about the dig site.
At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
I saw the same destruction Aois wrecked on Caed Nua. Odorisi is dead along with most of your animators. Animancers.
I see. And the work?
Not animators.
Odorisi's notes? Was there nothing of his research?
This guy is just chasing pennies. Clario's gaze searches searches yours with an almost feverish anticipation. Yeah, I'll give him the notes. I found these.
You did. Gods be kind.
Clario takes the bundled notes from you with barely restrained urgency. Within moments, he's flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages.
Belfetto! We are saved!
Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you with a toothy grin. I think that's a typo on the game's part. A grin he hides soon after beneath a cough and a look of some regret.
That is, Odorisi's legacy is not wholly lost. I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hands over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aothis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
So it looks like I can't respond to any of these, so we're just going to say this is the God of Light we're talking about.
You are too trusting in your superstition. Believe in what you have seen and felt. The death of every man and woman at that dig site.
Aothis is using Adra pillars as an energy source. If I can find more, I can find him.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Neketaka. Queen Onekaza II rules there, at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first.
Oh, these names are killing me, chat. Couldn't she just be Susan? Queen Susan II?
The Queen knows every other vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
Alright, you promised to help me.
I have not forgotten. We will get you to Neketaka. And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ekawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Thank you for the help.
Bompiaco. It is only right. After all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and very strange journey ahead. Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valiant Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Neketaka, and the company always appreciates good help.
So it looks like we may have mercenary work ahead of us. Sorry about that, chat. The wife was making a lot of noise in the background. That's mute there. Okay, so what do we want now? Again, we don't care too much because we're getting rid of this companion. Protective companion. Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and the animal companion to fight as a highly efficient team. The ranger's animal companion gets +1 engagement. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just use them as a tank. Takedown seemed pretty good. Knocks it prone. Ranger being able to heal the companion actually also seems pretty good. But that uses up the Ranger's whole turn. I think I'm just going to go with the prone. Being able to knock stuff down just seems fine.
Yeah, right.
She was massively underleveled compared to the rest of us, which I didn't realize, rather. That's why she only had 30 health. I thought that was the trade-off. Hunters were very squishy because their pets can tank for them, but looks like she's catching up, at least to the mages and priests, so she's about on par with them. Is there a way to see what everyone's level is? Oh, she's level 3, and everyone else is level 4, so yeah, so her stats are probably actually going to be about on par with everyone else's when the time comes. So now we are trying to get to the beach. I'm assuming that's not our ship. So I guess we just leave town and see what happens. Actually, I want to check out the jail quickly. See if there's a quest or something we can do in here.
Yes? What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you after her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. How are things here in Port Maja?
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse. Something you wanted?
I don't see many guards around.
We are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there.
She glances up at Jyoti, expression flat but keeps silent.
Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I, humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Rigere.
I could go speak to Ilari.
Pue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not, I hear, by choice. Why do this?
Seems only sensible to be on good terms with the commander.
And you are a sensible man, I see. Fair enough. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
Alright, so we've actually met the individual she's talking about before. That's kind of why I stopped at the jail. I knew he was a criminal, and I figured there might be someone related to him at the jail. I did not think it would be the commander, but doesn't matter who it is. So he's here. I think this takes me in through the north side, which will be closest to him. I don't know how the traveling short distances on the map works. No, it looks like it does bring us in.
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
The whole gang. We have to slog through this very slowly.
What do we have here?
Ooh. Nicely done, Liana. Protective Aothasian Charm. Darkness before dawn. +1 perception. Ability activates when near death. So what is this? Grants darkness before dawn. Grants health over time and reduces incoming damage when the wearer is near death. Oh, that's pretty sweet, actually. Okay, that's actually an awesome pickup. So perception, which I would normally give to her, but because we're going to ditch her when we get a full-time companion, we're going to give it to someone else. I don't know that I care that much who. She can have it for all I care. Is there a way to just sort? No, but there is a way to do subcategories. What does that count as? Ah. Is there a way to just equip and unequip? Shift click, right click, nope. Control click, control click. That works. Wise teeth necklace, so we have this one as well. Who doesn't have a necklace yet? I don't, so I can wear that one. Oh, double clicking is actually what it is. Gon's Pledge. Shares a generous portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring a significant amount of health to all allies in the area of effect. So I think this is... I don't know, chat. Is anyone familiar with this item? Is this kind of cheating? I feel like this is an item that was added later on in the game and kind of borders on you're not supposed to have this kind of power this early on, but I don't know how effective it actually is. So for right now, I'm not going to put it on, but if someone in chat feels that it's actually not as good as I think it is and it's fair play, then I guess I can put it on someone. Okay, Ilari is right here. And see, she wanted a non-violent solution. Let's see if we can make one happen.
Not happening.
Not much cause to come out this way unless you're looking for trouble. Though you've found it.
Savia sent me. She needs you to put a stop to the looting. Ilari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Alright, so we can use our one diplomacy here to say, help her out this once and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Ilari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon Piaco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
Alright, so that was simple enough. Easy experience. We're going to take the faster route out of here, because slogging around is miserable. Yes, yes, they're gathering very slowly. Can we go straight to the jail? We can go straight to the jail. Where is she? Aha.
Keeping out of trouble?
I convinced Ilari to keep watch on Gorechi Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
$1,100 and 2,400 experience seems like a good deal to me. How far are we off of leveling up? Where do we see that information? Character sheet things, please. Summary? Okay, so we're 600 off of leveling. We're actually super close to leveling up again. That'll be nice. Actually, we will probably just get that, I assume, when we get on the ship, because that's going to count as a quest complete, I'm assuming. Maybe this one? Return to the beach? Yeah, okay, so I feel like this is going to actually just level us up, so let's get out of here. Back to the beach, which means we have to go on foot, and then actually travel on the world map southwest, I think. Where we started. Let's speed this up. Yeah, this should be the beach right here.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Kawa gestures toward your vessel, where a motley group of Wana and Valian workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice. Come. We will see your Defiant out to sea.
Right, hopefully that's our level up.
My lord, we should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Irina was injured? What?
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm.
And apparently our huntress stubbed her toe when she was boarding the ship.
However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
So I don't have enough crew members to properly manage the ship. Another tutorial. In Deadfire, not every ship on the sea is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat. During ship combat, distance and orientation to the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines if the enemy is in range of your cannons or if you are in range of theirs. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire and how well, as well as how easily your ship may be hit. Alright, so we're basically just playing Sea of Thieves here. Turning your side to the enemy may allow you to fire the most cannons, but makes you an easier target. Yeah, basic ship combat stuff. Each ship must maintain its sails and hull. Damage sails limit the speed of the ship. If a hull is destroyed, the ship will sink. A ship's cannons are also limited by how much ammunition the ship is carrying. Ooh. When two ships get close to each other, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the two ships together and transitions to a deck-to-deck fight between the two ship crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls of both ships. If one does not sink, the battle transitions to a deck-to-deck battle. Alright, so you either ram or you have to fight it out afterwards. You either win the ram battle or you have to fight it out. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. Plunder typically includes ship resources, treasure, and occasionally the unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale, and triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging. Interesting, okay. Hold position, turn to port, turn to starboard, prepare to jibe. Prepare to jive, boys. That's the most important thing. Oh, there's a burial site here. Whoa! Whoa! Well, they darted straight for us. As the Defiant leaves Port Margé behind... I wasn't leaving Port Margé, I was going to resupply. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. So do nothing? The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlan. Orlan? A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Well, this'll be interesting.
On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain up-tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. You have my attention.
Agrassim. I will make this quick.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met. Outside of a grave.
Well, it turns out we slayed a dragon in our past life, chap.
Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
He's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but incessant buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice. drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. Let the visions come. Resolve. Fight against it. Kind of want to know what this is about, but I feel like I should use my attribute of resolve to fight it if it gives me the chance. So let's do that. You close your mind against the spiritual invasion, but the visions slide around and through your defenses, washing over you as implacably as the sea. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hand, and warmth spills through you. Excitement, pride, respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamp-lit galley swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice-cold and cloying, replaced with the crew on deck solemn and staring as Ferrante grasps one of their own by the throat. No, not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from friends and stay family. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads the man his last rites. Thief or no, they'll consign him to Andra as tradition dictates. I'm guessing they throw him to the bottom of the sea? Goddess of oceans, yep. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benwith of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. The Blue Orlan's mouth falls open.
Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Frantic glares at Seraphim. The Orlan steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back to you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not less a person sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
He winks. I remember the Drake.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy. I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
Ferrante's, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters. Not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. Okay, cool. So, this looks like our next companion. Where might I find Captain Benwith? Say I wanted to teach him a lesson.
Benwith's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphim can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand towards the Orlan at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'll be the fucking model of the gentleman of fortune.
Right, I like this guy.
As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide.
Alright, I like this guy a lot.
Wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphim spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure. But the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies. You might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
He grins broadly. Welcome aboard, Seraphim.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
Pats his belly as he strides to your side.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Alright, so he's a cipher. Not a rogue. we're still short on a rogue. If we find a rogue, I think old Aloth is getting side-classed. Let's see. Cypher, who developed their powers without formal training, never learning to properly focus their energy, the wild mind is capable of violent surges of fantastic power that manifest in unpredictable ways. Cypher's spells often have a chance to trigger an unexpected effect. This can manifest in spectacular ways, often, but not always, aiding the party. Sometimes wild mind manifestations can cause undesirable effects. Oh, so this is like the wild mage that they added to Baldur's Gate, where sometimes you cast a spell and you end up raining cows on them from above. That's an actual effect that I think happens in Baldur's Gate. It's pretty great. Causes the Cypher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out at the target, dealing increased damage and generating focus for the Cypher. Okay, so this is some kind of a mage. Maybe. Okay, that seems fine to me though. Yep. Sure, oh, we could go with Barbarian. No, let's go with Cypher, because all of his dialogue choices and things are about being a Cypher, so we'll just keep him as is. Hunter Lady's getting dismissed, so this way we can have a full party of companions that actually have to do with the story. Alright, excellent. Let's go back to Port Mage and see if we can hire this additional crew that we need. Do I get to see how many people I need? It doesn't actually say party management, ship management. Insufficient crew. Alright, so we need an additional one. There are several jobs on the ship that the crew will need to fill while sailing. Every ship needs deckhands, cannoneers, and helmsmen, and all ships benefit from having a cook, surgeon, and navigator on board. The larger ships even require a boatswain to keep the deckhands in order. To place new sailors on the ship, you must be in a port. Click an available sailor from the known sailors section and move them to an open role on the ship. Note that each sailor has different talents. Not all sailors are well suited for a given job. Filter through the known sailor job types to see who excels at what role. Crew consumes both food and drink while adventuring. The type of food and drink you feed them will adjust their morale. More expensive provisions make them happier. Cheap food and drink will lower their morale over time. Even so, few things will impact your crew's morale as badly as letting them starve. A starving crew with low morale may mutiny. If neglected for long enough, some may even die. There are several jobs on a ship. The captain determines how likely the ship is to gain advantage. First move and other bonuses in ship-to-ship combat. Deckhands are required to perform any maneuvers in ship-to-ship combat. If a ship does not have enough deckhands, it will move more slowly on the world map. The more skilled deckhands a ship has, the faster it will move in combat. The boatswain counts as a deckhand, but is more important for their ability to accelerate the completion of special events, such as putting out a deck fire on the ship by coordinating their actions. A helmsman is required for turning and jibe actions in ship-to-ship combat. More experienced helmsmen make the ship harder to hit after performing turn and jibe actions. Cannons cannot fire without a cannoneer assigned to them. The more experienced a cannoneer, the more accurate their fire. The surgeon increases the rate of healing for injured crew members in reserve, both in combat and while traveling. Two jobs have no combat roles, but may be called upon to resolve ship events. The navigator increases speed on the world map, and the cook reduces food consumption while traveling. Alright, I'm getting major Return of the Obra Dinn flashbacks here. What a fantastic game. Alright, so how many do we eat? -3 per day. Alright, well that's very helpful. Thank you for telling me that. Cannoneer. Deckhand. Resting crew. Surgeon. Navigator. Cook. Oh, this was not our huntress. This was our, this was the woman from the beach that had the bad leg. Okay, so we didn't just have our, person randomly fall over. What happens if we just click refill ship supplies? Oh. That means really refill. Alright, we don't have that much. Let's just, let's just partially refill. How about that? Crew members? What is this? Retraining. Right, here are our crew members. Is there not a better interface to use for this? How do I filter? It said I could filter. Maybe not. Chatty, daily wages 2. Some people are... Seasoned cook. Alright, what's our cook like on the book currently? How do I see that? She's a novice cook, so let's just get the seasoned cook. No, damn it. Interface. Seasoned cook. Oh, well, she costs 300, but sure, you're hired. Welcome aboard. Otherwise, let's just hire the cheaper ones, I guess. Let's see. Management. You are a better cook than her. Could you be the navigator? Could you be the surgeon? Can you do that? Job traits, boat swings. Oh, yeah. Stars indicate competency. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Boatsman, helmsman, boatswain, helmsman, cannoneer. You are on cannons. Do I want to put... Ship's carpenter achievement unlocked. Interesting. Do I put one on each side, or do I always try and engage from a particular angle? I guess for now we'll just try and always engage from a single side. That seems risky, but sure. We have no triumphs. We are not very triumphant. Food. Oh, we can add to this. So how do I just... Can I automatically recharge this somehow? No, not really. I guess because it wants you to pick different types for different morale boosts. Set course, set course, set course. So, what do we want to do first? Did I level up? Were those my level ups? Oh, we came... Oh, yeah. No, we totally leveled up. So let's stop in the town quickly. Let's just stop at the Kraken's Eye. I want to level up my characters here. Yeah, there we go. Continue to be our athletics and survival guy. Right, now we have level 3 items unlocked. Discipline strikes. The fighter intensely focuses on their training, gaining the aware inspiration. Intuitive for 2 rounds. Concentration for 2 rounds. Mule kick. A powerful kick that knocks enemies into the air and then prone, leaving them disoriented. Oh, does this hit multiple things? Knocks enemies. Why does that say enemies as a plural? And this says shoves an enemy. But I can't tell if this is multiple or singular. Primary attack? Use a full or primary attack. When such abilities are used, the character applies the effect through an attack with either all currently equipped weapons or with their primary equipped weapon. This means that all of their statistics of the weapons apply, including the damage and other effects they provide. That still doesn't tell me who we actually hit here. Okay, rapid recovery could also just be really, really good. 14 health restored per round for 7 rounds. 10 to 14 is actually not a massive jump. Increase the wall's defense, character, fortitude. Grants the fighter 1 additional engagement. I like engagements, but so far it seems that we've been okay on them, so I think I'm gonna just go with Mule Kick. Man, I don't know. Causing crush damage. I might actually just get into the fray. I know it's a level 2. Well, maybe that's a poor choice. Oh, there's so many questions. Fighter strikes their target with devastating force, gaining significant additional penetration during the attack. Concentration for 2 rounds. Aware and acute for 2 rounds. Oh, I don't know what to do, chat. I don't know what to do. This is where it all gets complicated. I really wish I knew if this was fucking single or multi-target. This says enemies. But the way it's phrased, I don't know. We'll go with it. Oh, we got 2 abilities. Sweet. So we'll take those 2 and we'll just go with that for now. We didn't get weapon proficiency this turn, did we? Nope. Right, you are our alchemist and our religious individual. Right. Level 3 priest spells. Vile Thorns shoots sharp thorn brambles at nearby enemies, causing piercing damage and potentially sickening anyone in the area of effect. What's Sicken do? Reduces their health and their healing received. 2.5 and a 90-degree cone, so we can just kind of do a AoE or a blast. Grants smart inspiration. Generates a magical seal that explodes in a burst of electrical energy when an enemy comes into contact with it, inflicting shock damage and interrupting. That's pretty high damage, right? I feel like 41 to something is pretty good. Watchful Presence blesses allies with the aid of a sympathetic soul, releasing a healing effect when they are near death. Is at or below 25 health. Watchful Presence blesses enemies with the aid of a sympathetic soul. Cast time, range, initiative. So, oh, I don't want to open multiples. See, I feel like this is not keywords protection. So I guess this is a buff that lasts and only triggers when it needs to, which if that's the case, this is pretty sweet. But I don't know if that's actually the way it works. Granting them the aware inspiration. Consecrated ground. Creates a long-lasting circle of healing. Regenerating ally health. Okay, that seems pretty good. Divine Mark. Marks a target for retribution, inflicting burn damage and lowering deflection. Despondent Blows. Nagging doubt in the face of unbreakable faith. Consumes enemies in the area of effect, lowering their melee accuracy and downgrading their critical hits to hits. That's also potentially pretty sweet. Oh, wait, no. 15% of crits converted to hits. This shit. It needs to put numbers in the damn description. This is the second time, and the first time it was worse, because now I'm actually opening the full explanation, but when they say downgrading their critical hits to hits, I assume it means all of them, and it doesn't. It's frustrating. So we're going to go with the Circle of Healing. Will Defense, gain concentration. Let's go with Consecrated Ground and Watchful Presence. Oh, and she picks up Vile Thorns naturally. Okay, that's just granted based on her level. Explosives and our Metaphysics expert. Alright, now we have options. We have Fireball already. Crackling Bolt. We also have Bounding Missiles. Summons 3 missiles that each pierce through the target and then leap to additional targets. Minor Blights. Swift Inspiration, Action Speed that costs their own health, draining over time, exposed vulnerabilities, Noxious Burst, Delay of Motion. This seemed pretty good, because Terrified can take no other action than to flee. Okay, we're getting that. That's just good crowd control, or seems to be. Suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in the area. This could also be really good. Depends on what the area types we're fighting are. I don't know how often we're going to actually run into something that does that. Is this area of effect? And bounces off the walls, harming anything caught in its path. So that's kind of spooky. Extremely loud. Cast time 3. Vulnerable that explodes at targeted location, causing burn. 2.5, so that's a fairly large explosion, which means it could be difficult to control. Oh, there are so many options, chat. Plus 15% action speed. So cast faster. Immune to engagement. -6 health restored per round for 7 rounds. This could be good too, though, as an escape, but we also haven't found ourselves actually in a position where people catch us like that anymore. So let's just go with, oh god, what is Stride? How quickly a character can run in combat with higher scores covering more ground. So this is just run really far, don't get attacked if you leave. So this is an escape. That's a get out of jail free card button. Jump targets. This actually does more damage to the jump targets than the initial target. That's worth knowing. Interrupt. Lower their armor rating. Make them more likely to take damage. I'm actually going to go with exposed vulnerabilities. That could be good. Interrupt combined with the ability to just weaken them and kill them faster. Aloth. Ana and history experts. You are similar, but we're going to do... Let's get you slightly different skills. Let's get the escape and fireball on you. Probably not going to keep him around once we have a true rogue in the party. We don't need double mage. I think that's kind of unnecessary. This. Sleight of hand and mechanics. So let's do sleight of hand here. And... let's go with you building up. It's 2 plus 4. How does party assist work? Only the 2 highest are taken, but this takes all 3. So I'm not quite sure how that works. Let's just go with bluff, sure. Alright, this gets interesting. 2 abilities. Level 3. Secret Horrors causes enemies in the area of effect to believe their worst fears have been realized, frightening and sickening them for the duration. Forces an enemy solve the leak energy, igniting the air around them and burning them over time. Pain Link. Mentally links an ally to those around them, forcing attackers to experience a portion of all damage the ally suffers. Okay, so this... 25%? It could be good if we got swarmed by like 15 goblins and they were all weak. But 25% of damage just seems too low to be really good. Generates a rebounding wave of psychic feedback between the Cypher and an ally that causes crush damage to enemies caught in between. Potentially very high damage here. But I have to position with an ally. Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollections of past failures to the surface, leaving the target hobbled and weakened. Puppet Master destroys a target's psychic defenses, leaving them dominated. Dominated target is subservient to the will of the enemy and will use everything at its disposal to fight its former teammates. We have found our pick. Yes, I want to control what the enemy does. Invokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like negative feedback. Psychic backlash makes sense. Okay. Draining Whip causes the Cypher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out at the target, increasing damage and generating focus. Enhances the draining of the Cypher's whip, generating focus more quickly. And this is granting more damage. So focus versus damage. I don't know which is better yet. I don't know. Pain Link could be good. Good. Maybe. Doesn't seem great though. I can't decide, chat. I'm not super pleased with it. 32 burn over 2 rounds is not bad. Frightened in second. Let's go with this Echo one, because this is really high damage. We'll see how difficult it is to position, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Alright, so I think that's everyone leveled up. We have the supplies we need. Let's jump back on the ship and let's figure out where we're going first. I suppose that would be a start. We're needed in Nekataka, but they also want us to track down this ship. Is this at Fort Dreadlight? Yeah. But the Veins of Yora are also possible, so difficulty is just the same on both. I guess that means it's doable. Let's go for Fort Deadlight first, I guess. Let's just get that quest out the way. Can I get back on the ship here? I can. Excellent. Very nice, very nice. Oh, hold on. One more thing we're going to do, chat. We're going to get our rest bonus on our entire party before we leave. Let's do that, because that's a cheap way to get free boons. Because I don't think you can rest on the ship. Maybe you can. We'll figure that out later, but for right now... There's Thorol. There's Thor. No, no. They really don't like the bar.
Sure thing.
Like a room. Let's rest here. Okay, now everyone's got the buff. Now we can get out of here. Alright, we are leaving Port Mage behind. Leaving by sea. Take you 3 minutes to exit the city. I think I'll survive. Okay, so let's... Do we have a map? We do have a map. Fort Deadlight, Dunnage, Nekataka. So, Deadlight's definitely the closest, so let's just set sail for that one. This is so annoying. Why is this an... Oh, it's for search. I was like, why does this not close the damn tab? But okay, I understand, I understand. Let's grab stuff. Free stuff. Ooh, okay. Let's see. The Defiant, 5th level rogue. What does this even mean? Hull health. Ship defenders. Chat, I think this is a much stronger ship than ours. How do I even fight this? This is a much stronger ship than ours, chat. I guess we'll just try naval combat and see if we can outsail them. Oh, you don't even do this on the high seas. This is like an actual, like, oh, shit. Oh, this is like a board game interface thing. Whirlwind turns to port, attempting to gain the wind advantage. Okay, what the hell does this mean? Oh, this is the sequence? What the fuck does 50 represent? Oh, Jesus. Retreat? I don't know, let's just also turn to port. Okay, so here's the indication of where we're at, alright, relative to each other. So it's turning again. Can we ram it from the side like this? And we, yeah, full speed ahead. They are stopped. They've got no wind. Oh, distance closed by 50. Oh, hell. We're way away from them. Can we just retreat? Yeah, we're not gonna make this, chat. Oh, maybe I did. We fled from an inferior opponent. I don't know. I think they had us dead in the water there. All of their stats were much better than ours. I really wish it had given me some better, or an actual, like, training mission for the naval combat instead of just being like, oh, by the way, this isn't Sea of Thieves. This is like a rock, paper, scissors thing. Approaching a pirate stronghold is a risky venture even for the most skilled of mariners. Any ship not flying a Principi flag is sighted and Deadlight's shallows may be raided. Abaddon's iron scrote cap them guns be even bigger than I remember. Seraphin looks up at the fortress from the deck and inhales through his teeth. I can be vouchsafing you with the guards, if you can be getting us to dock without being blasted to bits thrice over. Otherwise, I'd be recommending the sneakiest approach you got. Row to the shores on a skiff under the cover of night. Sunlit glints sharply on the many points of the choppy, undulating sea like a shattered mirror spread out for miles. Drop anchor, you instruct your ship hands, and be ready. And ready the skiff. We row for sure at nightfall. Waves slap at the side of your skiff, the only sounds, aside from the occasional grunt of exertion, as you steadily row to the island shore under the shroud of darkness. 6 hours have passed. You stow your skiff in the shadow of the towering walls and creep forward in search of a way into the fort. I'll just thank God it's not naval combat. From now on, we may just choose deck-to-deck combat for all naval adventures.
Snuck into Deadlight before. Never had call. Be keeping a weather eye peeled for a way up.
I really hope we still have that grappling hook and rope. Rising like a tidal wave above the ocean, a white stone wall stretches into the sky. Halfway between Red Light's battlements and the rocky cove at its base, an arched window opens up into salty air. Inspect the fortress wall. Jagged stones jut from the wall, often and at irregular intervals. Half crumbled, they look sharp but sturdy and may be able to hold a person's weight. The window is high, but its sill is solid, carved right into the wall. With a strong enough toss, a grappling hook could grip onto the ledge. Okay, I think I have one. Yep. Let's throw a rope and grappling hook. Choose a party member. Does it matter? Ader, you're the most athletic. Do it. After several hard swings to gain momentum, Ader lobs a grappling hook towards the window's edge. The coiled rope whips like a snake in the air as the hook cuts straight for the open window. It clanks against the stone sill as Ader yanks the slack tight, ensuring its hold secure. You have lost an item, so we lost our rope and grappling hook, but we made it. Rising like a tidal wave above the ocean, a white... Oh, this is the same thing. Alright, so we're going to climb into the open window. We shimmy up the rope to the open window. The grappling hook bites deeper into the saltwater slicked stone as you clamber onto the window's ledge and into a dark room. You stand, dusting your hands off as you glance around. Wonder what we just walked into here, chat. So, lots of stuff we could take here. I'll take some rice. I don't think we need a pistol.
I'll get it open. Finished.
Alright, we crack that one. Fine leather armor. Scale armor. So let's see. You were wearing padded mail, which is medium armor. And mortar. Wow. Battle axe. Alright, so... Saints War armor. We are probably not better than that. We're looking for someone that's wearing... How do I compare? Why is there not like a hold shift? Oh, are you serious? Alright, that's just shitty UI. What I want to do here is I want to hold shift. Ah, or there, it does it for you. Okay, never mind. I retract my previous statement. They thought of it. They knew what they were doing. Base armor. higher is better, I'm assuming, because this doesn't follow the old D&D rules. I actually don't know that fine leather is actually an improvement on anyone's stuff here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so fine armor is still pretty worthless for us. Don't care about that.
Will do.
Don't care about that. There's a double guard dog outside that door. We can't open this up, whatever this is. We either lack the perception to see the switch or some other thing.
Keeping an eye out.
I guess we should be creeping around, right? Voices echo from below.
Ahoy, Captain. I've got to come clean about something. And that'll be as good a time as not.
What is it?
Much as I hate Benwith, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here. To get a chance to look for a man named Romaro.
Who is Romaro?
Now, that'd be a longer story than we've got time for. Quick of it be that Romaro's in trouble. The Principe have sent a ship hunter after him. And I've got an evening and a half to find him first. I didn't see his ship, so probably not. But mayhaps we could keep a weather eye open for clues to his whereabouts.
Okay, let's keep an eye open for clues.
I've got it.
Couple different things it looks like we can loot here.
Anything this closely guarded must lead to something important.
Sure, we can use a lockpick here. Fine stiletto dagger, I guess we can sell that. Razor gilt dust. Yeah, we'll just take those. Sign reads gunpowders. A chain mechanism attaches from a hole in the stone wall. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Maybe we can get over there and do something with the gunpowder.
Got it.
Well, I'm very glad that I bought those lockpicks when I was in town.
Deadlight's powder be north of here. The brig be to the south.
So, if the brig's to the south, I assume Romero, if we're going to find him, it's probably down here. Gunpowder barrels. Alright, good, good, good.
That would be a no.
Sign reads brig. Alright. Can we just avoid all conflict in this area? Is this someone I can talk to without getting ratted out to the guards? Is there any way for me to tell? There we go. A dirty naked man presses the length of his body up against the bars.
Hello, Swabby. You ain't one of Benny's. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Benwith.
I could tell you where he is. If you're interested in an exchange. You see, Brutal Ben's locked me and my mates down here to torment our noble Captain Lamont. They had what you might call a disagreement. The captain's a good man to have at your back, especially for anyone who's fallen into Benwith's sights. Let us free, and we and our captain will owe you a favor. So, what do you say? The jailer does her rounds from time to time, but getting the ring off her person might be challenging, without alerting the other guards, that is. I'd wager she keeps a spare set at her post. Down the hall, southeastern end of the dungeons. Watch out for guards on a stroll about. Benny's the top of the top. Second only to Aldi's in these parts. He's unbeatable, some say. Too much of a brute for his own good, I think. Lamont knew him back in the Deerwood and Navy, before he grew into his britches. And that chafes Benwith. One night, our captain breaks a bottle against Benwith's first mate. Now we're rotting in here, while Lamont works the forge like peeling potatoes.
Okay, so southeast.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to stealth again. Okay. Southeast? At her post. What? I feel like I'm on the most southeastern part of the whole thing. I guess we'll just keep exploring and see if we come across it later. Oh, we can actually turn on fast mode for this. Now, I know there were guard dogs around.
You might find this interesting.
Okay, yeah, here's the... That's what I was looking for earlier.
Steady does it.
Alright, did he not say that it was... southeastern part of it? Maybe he means upstairs? To the courtyard? Oh, so maybe her post is in the courtyard. That would make sense. Or in a building off of the courtyard. Merchant port. Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah? Yeah?
How are you being seen at this distance? That's just rude, video game. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, maybe these guys don't care? They evidently don't care that we're here. Okay. Route. Eastern ramparts, eastern courtyard, command, underground docks, to the forge, to the court, to the dungeons. Alright, is she seriously not just... Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if it's that section that was right next to the jail to begin with. Because if everyone up there is friendly...
What for,
How do I see who has the best stealth? Where is that skill tracked? Ah, stealth, here. So it's an active skill. Alright. Our Orlan friend here is indeed the stealthiest of all of us. We're gonna give this a go with him. Nope, nope.
Foots and an heavy bullet, I cap.
While being observed. Who's observing me? Celebrant. Oil barrel. Okay, something about this. Oh, there's the jailer. Ah, wrong frickin' button. We're quick loading that one. Damn it. I just unstealthed completely by mistake.
Ahoy.
Okay, that's better. How does he see? I don't understand the stealth mechanic in this at all. Buccaneer, jailer.
Ahoy. Aye, aye.
Whole bunch of guard dogs. Can I sneak around this? I can sneak around this. Oh, there's the key. Let's get out of here. Alright. That was not that bad.
You be quiet and follow me, mates.
As the prison guard walks... Oh, are you serious? Come on.
Oh, think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Oh, piss off. I'm quit. That's bullshit too. Did she pass during the fucking cutscene? Ah, frustrating. Okay, so she can technically path up here. That's good to know. We'll just, like, walk back here and wait for her to leave. Yeah.
You be quiet and follow me, mates.
One of my eyes be open.
Okay, sweet.
Hey.
So then I think we're going over to the forge. Is where they mentioned their friend was at. Which I don't think we have to be stealthed anymore, because apparently when we're not down in the dungeons... I guess this is technically a port that anyone could be at, or at least any pirate could be, and they can't tell that we're not actually pirates. Here's that forge.
Forge ain't far from here, right up them stairs. Got a particular
Why in
smell.
the blackest hell are you clomping around so loud? Howbeit, you're not allowed up here, you no good fuddlers.
Let's back away with our hands up. No need to get testy. Shrugging, the pirates flanking the guard amble away.
No, I'd best escort you back. Follow me if you want to keep living. Try to sneak past if you want to die.
Alright.
Couple more of those, they're gonna start to think we're up to something.
Okay. Okay, so we have to get in there somehow. It's too weak to lift his head. Alright, well, let's send this guy up.
Foot's in an heavy bullet, our captain.
What are the odds that we can sneak by her?
Keep your weather eye open.
Oh, interesting. What's this? Free stuff. Sweet. Okay, so we can actually sneak by her pretty easily. No! No! And now he moves back. Are you serious? But for some reason she doesn't attack? Oh, this is clunky. Hey, thanks for the raid, Victor. What's going on, chat? How are you tonight? I am learning about all the fucking clunkiness of sneaking around in Deadfire. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I will not warn you again, you boozy bastard.
Alright, let's not fuck around with this anymore. So we can't sneak by. We can sneak around with one person easily enough, but then she gets all weird. Yeah, what's up, Coffin? Ask your question, any question. Is turn-based good on this game? So I've just started it for the first time. So far, like Original Sin 2. So, first I'm gonna say that Original Sin 2 is probably the best RPG I've ever played. So I think it's really difficult for me to, like... Yeah, it's not as good as Divinity 2. Divinity 2 is amazingly good. It's still fun though. I really like it for turn-based. I'm playing it in turn-based. I have no complaints. It's different, but you played the first act of it. Yeah, this is my first time through Deadfire. Took you 5 hours. Oh, 50 hours. Okay. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, Divinity 2 is hard to beat though. Real time with pause game where they were like, turn-based could boost our sales. Yeah.
Ahoy, aye aye.
It does have some obscure mechanisms. We've already encountered a few of those. Sort of unclear text that maybe makes more sense in real-time context, and then you use it in turn-based and it's altered just slightly so that it's no longer the same. So we've just landed in the Deadlight Fort, and we are trying to find the pirate that ran our ship aground earlier. That's what we're currently up to. So I don't think we're allowed into the upper reaches, at least it doesn't look like it. So let's try and figure out some other way in.
Think this'll break me? Ha! It won't. Spit on me, and I'll make you regret it.
Why are you being punished?
Those hagfish. Benweth's crew lashed me up to be, and I quote, a deterrent to insubordination.
Yeah, the archer or the hunter, whatever that class was in Divinity 2, I just remember one of the source abilities that shot like 30 bolts across a wide area was unbelievable up close, because it would shoot all 30 shots into one target and do an absurd amount of damage. It was completely broken. Favorite ability in the whole game, by far.
It's shark shit. All I did was filch one of their horns and blast it to start lung with. I wanted to see her get all worked up.
Why didn't they nerf it? They may have. It was like that at launch. I played that at launch. I have no idea if they've changed it, though. I haven't been back since. I need to go back. I want to go back. But that's a good 70-hour commitment to go back through Divinity.
Well, sure. But shouldn't you know this on account of you being a captain?
So maybe I just threaten her, telling her, of course I'm a pirate. Matey seems like not the correct answer here. So my fist will be the captain of your face if you question me again. With a scowl, she twists against the rope, then she gives up, sagging. Alright, we're leaving. Is the English used in Pillar of Eternity a bit harder than usual, or is it just me? English is not my mother language. I think the English is fine. We've noticed a couple typos. The imagined words, the made-up words for races and places and things are very challenging, even as a native speaker. But I think the actual English is fine.
Like what you see, right away.
Let's see what this guy's selling. Maybe there's something of use here. Bloody links. I'm not even going to bother looking at the things that we just outright can't afford. I'm going to pick up a hammer and chisel and a rope and grappling hook, because those have come in useful before. All of this is too expensive. So we're going to pick those up. Let's see. To the eastern ramparts. Snake Eyes Conduin. Maybe this person can help me.
How might I help you out of a bit of money, squad? Care to join our fun? Or is it swilling information you're chasing?
The pirate looks you over, eyeing the make of you. A sly smile curls at his mouth as he tosses a pair of dice to rattle over the cobblestone ground. I like the second one so far. I never finished Pillars of Eternity 1, to be completely honest with you. I just kind of slowly bounced off of it, but I'm enjoying 2 so far. I'm looking for Captain Benwith.
I ain't my captain's keeper, and I know better than to ask what business you've got with Brutal Ben.
You might check the court for him. If he ain't target practicing, he's tickling the harpsichord or taking his swill. 2 out of the 3 can be done there. But if you see him, don't fucking tell him I sent you.
Alright, so he's definitely up in the court. The trick is that we can't really get to the fucking court. Alright, so we have to find some other way in. There's also the gunpowder underneath us, which I feel like we could use to make a distraction at the very least. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Whoa there, watch your step. The stones are a mite slippery.
Pirate stumbles when he turns, slapping a palm onto the table to steady himself. In the process, he knocks a tankard to the ground, spilling a frothy beverage.
Here's to ourselves. May the gods grant us more gold and luck than we can imagine.
He raises his mug high overhead. Is this a celebratory drink?
You bet.
Celebratory drink?
Our bosun just brought a treasure map. We're saluting to our future prosperity, we are.
Ooh, I'm down for a treasure map.
We'll be making a proper raucous if Ungwith the Crag-Hearted wasn't such an accursed downer.
What's got Ungwith the Crag-Hearted all twisted up? Oh, this is the one guarding the forge.
She loathes any type of disorder, especially that of the loud variety. We get too wild and you watch, she'll be stomping down here to yell at us.
Alright, fantastic. This is the way we get around her then. We're gonna drink them under the table, get them loud, and have her come down and then go up to the forge.
You can pay to try. Drink up, and we'll see who's left standing. Let's get swilling. First up's a round of a deer and mead.
Oh, shit. I can't actually drink this guy under the table. There's no way. Let's say I'd rather not do this right now. Can I swap out? I would think it would let me do the party thing, but maybe it won't. It's not gonna let me. I was hoping, because I thought the Orlin had 4 sleight of hand, but I don't think he does. Brew clogs in your throat, you choke, spewing half a mouthful onto the table.
Don't take it personally, pal. It's a fine way to lose 20 pyres.
Laughing, the drunkard turns to brag to his crewmates, having already forgotten to claim his winnings.
Captain, done and done.
Alright, so that would be a way up if we had 4 sleight of hand, which we don't. Let me see if the map gives me any other information about how to get up there. Fortunately, nothing so far. I doubt that I can go back up that way again. Well, damn, I really don't seem to have a whole bunch of options here. Let's see, there were bells. Enwith's guards use a horn to alert the fort to the presence of danger, but where the hell's the horn? Do they all just carry one on them?
It was their first hanging.
Neglected dog.
Too long, so we cut the tosser's head right off.
I have apparently just picked up the entire dog and put it in my inventory. Alright. Well, that's one way to do it.
I saw it.
Buccaneer and a pirate to the ramparts. Let's go back down to the dungeon and see if we can find another way to sneak around. There's a few more rooms down here we haven't checked. I don't know, Coffin, if the shared experience increases. I think 5 is the maximum character limit, though.
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, Cap.
We'll put this on fast mode as we sneak around. Oh, there's another pirate guard. Can't go that direction. Looks like there's not a way for us to open that up. Let's go see what's down and to the left here. I think we can just run this way. Oh, okay. There's a whole different way straight into the forge. That's helpful.
Before I go introducing you to Siri, I should mention something.
Seraphim frowns, scratching at his furred cheek. Go on.
I might have said things to Siri when I last dropped anchor at Deadlight. Just lovers' words, savvy. But I can't say I rightly lived up to them. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts.
So she'll be upset.
All I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you best step away from me.
Alright, so this guy's essentially Jack Sparrow that we're carting around here with us. Ah, nope, we're still sneaking, damn it. Or does it matter? I can never tell. This part is very unclear. Let's just walk out here. Okay.
Production's too slow. At this rate, we'll never get out of here. Not till Eldies comes back. Hey, scamper off you. We ain't taking orders. Plus, if your armor's dented, you'd be better served throwing it against some rocks. For the record, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Elf Minister. Welcome. Furtively glance about?
I get the feeling you're not supposed to be here.
This is bad. Why are you manning the fort if you're not a trained smithy? Let's just try and distract this guy with random questions.
Me and Brutal Ben had a bit of a disagreement. He tossed most of my crew into the brig. Myself and my first mate got the mercy of serving an extended stint in this forge. If you were one of us, you'd have heard that by now. Gossip flows like water through these parts.
Oh, that didn't work, chat.
Tell me then, stranger, who are you?
Shit. I guess we'll just go with the honest answer. I'm Kells, captain of the Defiant.
Blast my eyes and burn my fingers.
His muscles tauten with alert and interest.
I know you. Benwith attacked your ship right in the eye of a typhoon. He's been crowing about it enough since.
Well, he didn't immediately alert the guards, so maybe we lucked out here.
Black Seas, but I hate Benwith.
And I like this guy. I freed your crew from... Oh, this is the guy. I freed your crew from the dungeon.
I know. They stopped by the forge. I'll show you the way into Aldi's quarters, where you're sure to find our brutal band. This way. They're on the highest floor of the fort.
Alright, so this guy's giving us a shortcut. Yep, the good old lantern that opens the wall trick.
Door's open, but there's something you ought to consider before you go. Sure, you could traipse right up there into Aldi's quarters to gut Benwith, but he'll be heavily guarded. Meanwhile, me and my crew will be stealing Ben's ship, the Drake, and in doing it, we're gonna bait him into storming outside all alone.
It would be considerably easier to kill him if I caught him on his own.
Easier, aye, but I wouldn't underestimate the captain. He didn't get the name Brutal Ben for being a piss-poor fighter. Benny docks the Drake in a hidden berth beneath the fort. Kill the guards there for us. Aye, that's why I want your help. After you've cleared the docks, take the western tower to the fort's ramparts and sound the boding bell. 3 rings. Me and my mates will sail out with the Drake. 3 bell tolls alerts the fort to a ship leaving the private docks. With Aldi's gone to sea, that leaves just Ben's Drake docked. Ben's sure to storm the ramparts in a rage, right in time to watch his pride be stolen.
Alright, I'm in. Sold.
I can count on you. I can't wait until Ben gets his.
You said the private docks were beneath the fort?
Aye, under the dungeons, there's a cave with a wharf. The quickest route's just ahead, beyond that door. Entrance to the docks is nearest the kitchens. Some of Benny's crew are sure to be guarding the Drake, so you'll need to gut them if I'm to steal his ship.
Okay, perfect. So now we actually have a way forward. That's not against impossible odds. Does this door go down? He was pretty unclear.
Done. That order's too tall.
Scroll of Crackling Bolt, grenade, and 3 lockpicks. Sweet. This goes up to command, which is not what we actually want. I don't think we actually want to go in there. To the kitchen.
Now what have we got here? I do believe I recognize these goddamn chests.
He kneels by the chest, running his paws across it.
By Andra's salty bosom. Romaro hauled this chest from one end of the Deadfire to the other.
Any clues in there? He flips open the lid to reveal an empty chest. Seraphim doesn't seem disappointed, however. He reaches into the chest and gropes around before being rewarded by a clicking sound. A false bottom slides out from the chest containing a single folded piece of parchment. Seraphim wipes it out and holds it to his nose, inhaling deeply. What does it say? Seraphim unfolds the letter, his large yellow eyes flowing over it. He clears his throat and begins to read.
Dear S. That be me. I knew you'd seek me out. Please abandon the trail here. I fashioned this predicament for my own, and I'd not have you lock its weight round your own ankles. If you find yourself imperiled, seek Udina at Magic Water. She can help.
Seraphim falls silent, staring at the page for a while longer. You hear his breath catch, and he looks up, his expression carefully blank. Seems like there was more in that letter?
Nay, Captain, that be over and done with. Certainly got what I came for. Thank you, kindly.
Seraphim quickly folds over the letter twice and stuffs it in a deep pocket. Do you know who Udine is?
I don't know Udina from Ward Mage, but Magic Waters I know like my own fucking name. When I were a wee lad fresh on the Sorcerer, Romaro would treat me to the luminous bathhouse at Nekitaka.
He grins as he gently closes Romaro's chest, a hand lingering upon the polished wood.
Oh, the water there shimmered like dawn on the open sea, and I, full flush with the poetic creativity of youth, called it Magic Waters. I know you don't owe me the favor, Captain, but if we could find our way to that bathhouse, I'd not hold it against you. Unless, and of course, you asked.
Okay, so this leads to the next chain.
For now, though, we've got plunder and pillage before us, aye?
Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's good. We've progressed that one. Let's see.
That's unusual.
Ooh, where did we just discover? Aha, up on the pedestal. Antonia Signet Ring. +2 defenses when engaged. Stacks 5 times and +2 diplomacy. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Let's put that on Ader. There are rings.
This'll impress him.
That'll be good for him. Alright, looks like maybe through the kitchen we can find what we're looking for. A portly woman startles at your approach. As she downswings her meat cleaver, she nearly catches her fingers. Glowering, she more carefully resumes hacking away at what appears to be a slab of ribs.
Who are you? And what are you doing here? Only Benwith's crew has access to my kitchens. Not that I care, really. Speak up so I can hear you.
I'm looking for Captain Benwith.
You won't find him in the kitchens, ever. He's high and mighty, gold bricking in Captain Aldi's quarters now. These stairs go back to the court. It's the tower adjacent to this one that leads to Aldi's quarters.
She points out the stairs at the back of the kitchen with a slice of her cleaver through the air. Farewell. Okay, so she doesn't care that we're here, which is nice. We are looking for an entrance into these docks.
My eyes be open.
So here's... Oh, this is also underneath here in the dungeons. How do I get into that actual lower part, though? Oh, wait. Aha, underground docks right here. We were right next to it. Perfect. So we're going to go down here, and then we have to murder this group of guards. And that's going to basically substitute the boss fight in this area for us, so that we'll be able to kill Ben unassisted by his friends. Hopefully everyone's going to get to see some turn-based combat here. I think that's what everyone's kind of looking for. Oh, let's grab what's in the box. What's in the box?
Of course.
All right.
Steady does it.
Okay, so that's gunpowder, as is this. So let's not fight near that.
Benwith wants her ship shape in less than a fortnight.
Aye, aye.
So how the hell do I set that gunpowder off at range?
What can I do you for?
What for, Cap?
Can I force you to attack it somehow? Maybe? Yes, perfect.
What for, Cap?
All right. And then we can just wipe the rest of them out. Alright. This should be pretty easy now. I think the gunpowder did most of the work for us in that last encounter. The rest of these are hurt. Alot's going first. Let's do a necrotic lance and try and get this buccaneer dead. Oh, this is not Ader. I totally had the wrong... That's the wrong person. Okay, you can heal, and let's get you in range. Let's see. Mule kick. So does this hit multiple? No. See, this is one of the things I was complaining a bit about earlier. The way this skill's written... See, that knocks enemies into the air. So I didn't know if this was... It didn't say it was ranged, but the other way it's worded is enemy. And then it changed to plural in the upgraded version. So I was hoping that I'd be able to get some kind of multi-attack here, but looks like that's just not going to happen.
Captain.
So here... Overloading shots with powder causes a short-range incendiary, but the thick smoke from the blunderbuss is distracting to the wielder. So let's just do regular shots here.
Watch me work.
Alright, so we've got an AoE shot there.
Yeah.
Can we disengage here? I don't think we can. So I think we may just have to stand... Oh, we could do... Alright, let's do an empowered Terrify. And let's hope that cast goes off before we die. Alright, we terrified one of them, but not the other.
They'll fall by my hand. The number is diminishing.
Yeah, okay. That was just unfortunate positioning on my part, and that's totally my fault.
Captain.
That's fine. We can take a wound. It won't be the end of the world.
What do you need?
The rest of this we can probably do fairly easily. This is the most absurd spell in the whole game, Blessed Harvest, which does damage proportional to how weak something is, but I mean, it just... It's like, ah, there's a casual 92 damage. No problem.
I shall deal with this one.
What for, Cap?
What do you need?
Yes?
A lot of grazing going on here.
Happy to oblige.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm on it.
There, simple enough. Alright, so that was all of the guards. Thanks in no short part to a conveniently placed gunpowder barrel that they all went to go investigate. Fine sword, leather armor, money, more money. Ooh, a grimoire. Nothing super interesting here, at least for the current levels. That might get interesting later. We're going to grab that just in case. Otherwise, we're grabbing the money. Grabbing money, grabbing keys, grabbing a cape. Sure, I'd like a fancy cape. Could never say no to a fancy cape.
Hey, well, don't see why not.
Is that everything here? Not quite everything. Water, gold. Let's see what else we were hiding here. Repair supplies and some drink.
What do you need?
Be good for the crew. Alright, I think at this stage, we are now ready to fight Ben. should be up here. I think he said go to the western ramparts and then ring the bell 3 times. And Ben should show up. Western ramparts, so I think we just go up again.
This is going to be loud, isn't it?
Alright, there's the bell. I really wish I knew where Ben came from when I ring this thing, so I could position accordingly. So let's just do a quick save in case it's really bad. There's our 3 rings.
Who's rung the bell and why? It better not be. What in the blackest hell? Stop! Stop! That's my Andra fucking ship!
Sucks to suck, Ben.
Perish those goddamn swivers. I'll blast them from the sea.
Nice and slow.
Alright, so it does actually let me position. Nope. Not the group, not the group.
Hey, sure.
Hi, buddy. Hello? Speak? There we go. Mouth agape, the captain pants to catch his breath. As he watches the ship sail away, his brow descends like a dark storm.
Do I know you?
Scowling, he rubs the back of his neck.
Well, you wouldn't be the first I've pissed off and forgotten.
We flipped him off earlier in the game. We're gonna do the same thing again.
Still not ringing a bell.
So he claims, but he grins widely, eyes gleaming almost.
Ah, right. You're that sloop captain what got caught in the storms. I take it you did a number on my crew. Figures. I should have stayed to kill you myself. Looks like I'll have to remedy that now.
He sneers with crooked teeth and scratches his calloused fingers down the scar on his face. But you notice that as he does, he darts his gaze around, searching for reinforcements. Ones that aren't there. Yeah, you're screwed, amigo.
What you hope to accomplish coming around here?
No one's coming to save you, Benny boy. Sweat trickles down the side of his face. He winces as he wipes it away.
You can fight me if you like, but you won't be leaving this fort alive.
I really don't have any of the things needed. That's a shame. Alright, well. Let's just lunge for his throat. We're gonna kill this guy. Shock colors his features before he regains himself.
We'll be fighting to the death now.
Spearing you with a mad grin, he draws his pistol. Yeah, this guy totally deserved it and has it coming. He's pretty strong, too. So we're gonna save our Blessed Harvest for later. Can try and get in and get the flanked attribute on him here. I don't know that we're actually gonna be able to do that. Oh, that cancelled my, that cancelled my stealth. That's fine. Let's just do an empowered necrotic lance. Well, so much for him being tough. That was a one shot. That was pretty damn simple. All right, so exceptional pistol, fine saber, miscreant's leathers, another cape, 5 black pearls, some fresh fruit, and some copper. Easy enough. Blow the man down. That's it. It looks like that completed the quest. No, because it's still active. I guess let's go talk to Laymond.
Indeed.
Let's see how he feels about what has transpired here. If he's still here, I assume he could have taken the boat with his friends. That's actually, like, most likely what happened. Can you not open this door for me? Oh, here, this one. Right. Yeah, okay, so all of his friends, he and his friends have left. So if I leave for Fort Deadlight now, does the captain still attack me? Is she still here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so it looks like we did what we came to accomplish. Captain Ferrante, who resides on the island of Dunnage, will be pleased to learn of the meddlesome pirate's demise. So that's the next step, is to turn this quest in. Alright, that makes sense. So we're going to Nekataka next, and Dunnage, depending on which is closer. Can we check that from the world map? We can, but we can't see where things are. I think that this is Dunnage over here, and this is maybe Nekataka at the top right, so they're sort of in different directions, but we could go Dunnage first and then over to Nekataka. There's no real rush. We can just meander and see what comes our way. That being said, everyone, it is Memorial Day weekend. I have a cookout to go to. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Victor, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great day today. Thanks for tuning in and having fun. I'll talk to you later, guys. Cheers.